The Roman period, which began with the founding of Rome in 753 BC and lasted until the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 AD, formed one of the most significant and influential civilizations in world history. This period marks the transformation of Rome from a small city-state to a vast empire, and saw important developments in cultural, political, and military spheres. The history of Rome can be divided into three main periods: the Roman Kingdom, the Roman Republic, and the Roman Empire. Roman Kingdom period. The first period of Rome dates back to the legendary founder Romulus, who established the city-state of Rome in 753 BC. The Roman Kingdom period was ruled by Rome's first 7 kings. During this time, Rome interacted with the Etruscans and other Latin cities, developing its political and social structure. The Etruscans, who had established their dominance over the Latin villages, united them to form the city of Rome, while forcing the local population to work on the city's construction. This situation eventually caused tension between the two communities. The Roman population grew dissatisfied with the monarchy, and the strong aristocrats of the Latin people incited a rebellion. In 509 BC, the last Roman king, Tarquinius Superbus, was overthrown, making the transition to the Roman Republic. Roman Republic period. This period was laid the foundations of Rome's political system. During this time, Rome began its expansion. The Roman Republic happened a period political conflicts between the patricians and the plebeians. However, a system of checks and balances was eventually established, allowing the republican government to function. One of the key features of the Roman Republic was its governance through the Senate, popular assemblies, and consuls. The highest-ranking officials in the Republic were the 2 consuls, elected annually by the citizens and appointed by the Senate. Additionally, there was a position known as dictator, a leader with extraordinary powers, typically appointed during crises. The most famous Roman dictator was Julius Caesar. The office of dictator was completely abolished during the reign of Emperor Augustus. The Republic also marked the beginning of Rome's territorial expansion. Rome conquered the other city-states of the Italian peninsula, and later expanded into the Mediterranean, defeating powerful states like Carthage and Greece. In the 1st century BC, especially with leaders like Pompey, Crassus, and Julius Caesar, Rome became a global power. However, this expansion was also accompanied by internal civil wars and political conflicts. The assassination done to of Julius Caesar in 44 BC happened the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the foundations of the Roman Empire, Roman Empire period. The Roman Empire period refers to the era when Rome was ruled by an emperor, and its sovereignty extended over a vast area. The first emperor of Rome, Augustus, established political stability and began the era known as Pax Romana, Roman peace. During this time, Rome experienced great developments in governance, law, engineering, architecture, art, and literature. The Roman Empire can be divided into 2 main periods. Principate period. Under Augustus's leadership, the imperial government had a more monarchical structure, but emperors were still expected to respect the opinions of the people. During this time, Rome established peace across a vast territory and built large structures such as roads, water systems, and colonies. One of the most famous emperors of this period was Trajan, under whose reign the Roman Empire reached its greatest territorial extent. Dominate period. With reforms by Emperor Diocletian, the Roman Empire became more centralized. Diocletian divided to be more efficient the empire into 2 parts, which continued to be ruled separately until the fall of the Western Roman Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire continued to thrive. Fall of the Roman Empire. The Western Roman Empire faced great difficulties in the late 5th century and collapsed in 476 AD when the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. The main reasons for this collapse included economic troubles, military challenges, internal strife, and particularly after the beginning of the migration period in AD 375. The Huns' invasions triggered attacks by Germanic tribes. Eventually, leading to the fall of the Western Roman Empire. However, the legacy of Rome was preserved by the Eastern Roman Empire, and Roman culture, art, law, language, and religion significantly influenced medieval Europe. Roman cultural legacy. Roman art and architecture were greatly influenced by Greek art, but the Romans also made unique contributions. Roman architecture is known for its large structures, baths, amphitheaters, and grand stadiums. The Romans built impressive public works such as aqueducts, roads, and bridges. Entertainment was important to the Roman people, and they held gladiatorial games, chariot races, and theater performances. Large arenas and hippodromes were venues for these events, and gladiator combat was particularly popular as a form of public entertainment. Roman law laid the foundations for modern legal systems. The principle of the rule of law was emphasized, and Roman citizens' rights were protected by laws. The idea that law is equal for all people became a key principle in Roman justice. The Latin language used by the Romans formed the basis for most Western European languages. Education in Rome was generally a privilege of the aristocracy, and the teachings of Greek philosophers were widely adopted. Roman literature was strongly influenced by Greek literature, yet Romans also produced original works. Notable Roman authors include Virgil, Aeneid, Horace, Odes, and Ovid, Metamorphoses. In philosophy, Rome was known for schools like Stoicism and Epicureanism. Thinkers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius explored deep questions of morality and ethics. The Roman economy was primarily based on agriculture, slave labor, and a vast trade network. As Rome controlled much of the Mediterranean, it became a major economic center, with goods and raw materials flowing across its roads and sea routes. Religion played a significant role in Roman society. The Romans practiced polytheism, worshiping many gods, and incorporated state religious practices into public life. Over time, Roman emperors were deified, and worship of the emperor became widespread. Roman religion was a mixture of Greek, Etruscan, and local beliefs with a large number of gods and rituals. Although Christianity was initially persecuted in the Roman Empire, it became the official religion of the empire after Constantine converted to Christianity in the 4th century AD.